Hi, it's Sherry. I'm coming at you from Idlewild, and our totem just ran by. With me talking, he's not going to show up. He's a cheeky little chicken. He's a gray squirrel. He's very beautiful. Where are you, buddy? So the squirrel totem says, is it time for you to have a little bit more fun? Do you need to connect with family or friends? Are you needing to get ready for something? Are you needing to clear things out? Are you needing to pay attention to the things that you're collecting? Are you collecting negative thoughts? Are you collecting too much of clutter? Too much... Pay attention to the friends you're collecting. Pay attention to, well, when the squirrel comes along, you think about squirrels. I'm going to let you guys look around. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe he'll show up. He was very beautiful. Like really, really beautiful. He was dark gray, like almost like a gunmetal gray. It was beautiful. And so squirrels, did you know that they collect so many nuts? They're so busy. They're very, very busy. They are chatterboxes. They like to communicate. They collect so many nuts that they have, and they drop so many of them. They only keep about 10% of the nuts that they collect. That's what they find, because they've buried them, dropped them. Who knows where they went? And you'd think that's a waste. Why are they spending all their time collecting all those nuts? But it isn't a waste, because they get what they need, and the ones that are dropped or left behind are left behind for other animals. They're also left to be allowed to grow into little trees or little plants or whatever is needed. So the squirrel message is, you're somebody who is very busy. You're somebody that's very conscientious, very social. You're doing a lot of work, and you may not realize that the work that you do is touching a lot of people. You have done your job, and you just keep moving forward. You just keep going on. You're very busy. And as you move along, you really have no idea how you've touched others' lives, how you've affected others' lives, because you're just being yourself. You're just going. You're just doing your thing. So it's a pretty cool little totem, and I guess we're not going to get to see. It's windy up here today. See, I knew this time. The last time I was here, where do I want to sit us? Here, you look around while I figure out where because there's wind. It's always wind up here. Why do I always have to come up to the top? And then the wind blows. When I left Canyon Lake, it was ridiculously hot. And I had this long kind of Stevie Nicks sweater that I'm wearing. And I put it on, and I thought, good Lord, Sherry, you're going to fry. But I'm like, no, when you get up there, you're going to be hot. And sure enough. So here I am with this. I got my... Can you see what I'm wearing? I got my Kiss. I've got these hippie. I'm a total hippie. I'm belonging up here right now for sure, but I'm going to be... I thought I would be comfortable, but I still might be a little bit chilly. It's amazing. See, look at the wind. Jeez. All right, so I stopped at Lady in the Lake because they're closing. I've told you guys that before, the spiritual shop that I go to. They're closing, and a lot of their decks are on sale, and the ones that I was looking at the last time, they're all gone. I thought maybe, and I did choose cards. I asked you guys, I sent out a message to a number of people and onto my page as well. I'm going over here. About what cards you guys would like me to work with. I value your opinion. You're used to me using decks by now, right? So, I couldn't decide, and I've got my mind, I've got a lot going on in my mind. I am the squirrel. I got a lot going on. I'm busy in my head, and I'm trying to kind of just I needed to come out to a place like this. So squirrel's also telling you that. Maybe you need to get out into nature and get yourself grounded, and allow yourself to breathe. There's a message about going to yoga. Yoga is very important. There's a few other messages. I'll share it with you. I'll put it on the post afterwards. Anyway, several people answered me. Thank you very much for your input. I love it when I have interaction. So see, for this reading, you guys have chosen what you want to hear the messages come from. Spirit's going to bring us the same message that we need, but just in a different way from each source. And I'm trying to get them out of my hair. You know what? I was going to bring something to hold my phone this time. I forgot that. Okay, so we have chosen, you have chosen, and I have chosen. The first deck that I chose was the Messages from Your Angels. It's odd because it's one of my oldest decks. And the next one you guys chose, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. That was a favorite. And remember I told you guys that I wasn't going to do reverse decks, because I found they scare me. They scare me because the reverse is always the challenge, or the like the negative kind of connotation of whatever the message is. But I thought this morning, no, you need to hear it. You're the first one to say that you don't like fluffy readings. You know, you like readings that are reality, so then give them reality and give yourself reality. You know, maybe it's time to get a reality check. We've been getting a lot about, you know, jealousy, and a lot about lies, and a lot about deception, and that's negative, right? But it's real. It's real. I mean, you don't want me to give you a reading that's just fluff. Now, the problem with what I did today, and then we have one from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, because that was asked for as I was leaving. And then what I'm going to do, because I didn't ask for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which I normally do for the decks, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3 decks that I you know what? Maybe I could do it that way. Maybe Spirit has done it that way. We'll see. We'll do Monday, Tuesday from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, okay? And then we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from the Messages from Your... Oh, did I say it the other way? But I did it that way. So see, Spirit must be doing this. See, now I had it in the other order, didn't I? But this is how they do it for me. So let's see how accurate that is, because generally my hands are chosen. They choose what Spirit tells me is what it is that's the most important at the time. And so if we were going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, and the first deck was Messages from Your Angels, and I picked up the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, that's the way we're supposed to go. So I follow Spirit's lead and my hands, because they guide them. And then when we're done, so we'll do that, and then we'll do the last one. So I would say Friday and Saturday are both what you're going to get from from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And then I'm going to ask for, somebody said, it's been a long time since you've done the Spirit Oracle. And that was that's the fun one I used to do all the live readings from when I was like on the train trestle up in Santa Cruz. And so we're going to do that, and we could ask. That's a deck that I can literally say to them, okay, what's coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll do it that way. I can even do like one a day. We'll do it like that. So the first message that we're getting, let me how can I do this? Because with the wind blowing, I know the cards are going to take off. I should have picked up a... Let me look and see. I'm going to pick up the first one, and I'm going to think about this. It's the Wise Woman of Wonderland, Integrity and Compromise. Okay, we did get it in the upright position. 21. Okay, now check out this. It's funny because Alice is an old lady. She's no spring chicken. Isn't that interesting? Look at her little tiny feet. They almost look like like hooves to me, right? Don't they look like that to you? Can you see that up close? I don't know if you guys can see it that close. But she's a happy little camper, isn't she? And she's got her big bunny, which to me, there's a lot of messages that come to me from the rabbit. The rabbit represents to me fertility, creativity, quick movements, timidity, shyness, but it also represents, I think when I see the white rabbit, I think of, you pull a white rabbit out of the magician pulls the white rabbit out of their hat. So I kind of almost feel like she's the magician sitting on, because she's got her scepter has it's glowing with like a glowing orb. And she looks very mischievous, doesn't she? Remember yesterday we got the Page of Fire, who was also very mischievous. So I feel like this one is the magician, the female magician. And there's a couple little toadstools down here, red toadstools. Are they magic mushrooms? Or are they something that's going to make you sick? Right? We have to ask ourselves, what is that about? So the Wise Woman of Wonderland. So clearly she's an old soul. It could be just that. That's why she's looking old. She's wanting you to know that as long as you are, because they're talking about integrity, so as long as you're being honest and you're true to your word, she's going to protect you with that little magic wand. Look at that big mushroom she's sitting on. I like that. I'm into mushrooms. She's telling you that the time of you having been honest and standing in your integrity, it's paying off. You know, a lot of times we were told for a while ago that we got it quite a lot. I got it a lot, and then we got the message. I'm trying to get it where you guys can see blue. That you were going to be, because of you telling the truth, you were going to pay. You're going to be paying. It wasn't going to be going your way. The truth telling was going to be painful for you, but in the end, it was going to work out to your benefit. But in the meantime, it was going to be very, very difficult. Well, she's saying that the fact that you have stood in your integrity and you have been honest and you have been loyal, it's going to pay off in ways that you can't even imagine. So that's what you get. Spirit always rewards honesty and goodness and loyalty, right? You're going to be very, very thankful and appreciative that you have stayed loyal to your path, because you probably have had others that have disagreed with you, that have tried to talk you into going in a different direction. You've probably had temptation. You've probably had doubts yourself, wondering, am I nuts? You know, should I just forget this? Should I just move on? But they're telling you compromise isn't always an option. You know, sometimes you have to play hardball. It's got to be my way or the highway, because I know what I'm doing. I've been guided by my higher self, by my soul, by spirit to do this. And even though you don't agree with me, I know that this is what has to happen. So she's telling you that you need to stay true to yourself first, before anyone else. Even and I've given this message to my clients recently, several of my clients. It's funny because it comes about in a different way, but it's the same message. Even if you think you're going to lose something, don't compromise. Stand in your integrity. Like I've said, you're coming to me. I'm not going to you, you're coming to me. I know my worth. The call is out, the hand is out. It's your job to come to me. Or what could it be? What could it be? I'm not going to be talked into doing something that's against my soul's path. I'm not going to be talked into doing something that's illegal. I'm not going to be talked into doing something that's going to harm another. I'm not going to be talked into doing something that compromises my principles. I'm sorry. This is who I am. I've worked very hard to get to where I am, and I'm proud of where I am. And you're not going to make me go back to what maybe used to be, right? I'm not talking just for myself. I'm just saying these are all things that you could be giving this message to. So it's going to pay off. You're going to be grateful that you stood your ground, and that I'm excited to see it, because we've been told that there's a reason for major celebration. I'm getting this reason for major shock coming, and I'm nervous. I got to tell you, I am. So the next message, that's the first one. So let you guys look around. It's a little different, the weather. It's definitely shifting. As I was driving up the mountain, fall leaves started falling. They started falling. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at it glide. Did you see how beautiful that was? You can't, it's a red, oh my God, that's a woodpecker. It's a woodpecker. And it's got a red head. It's super red. God, I wish I could I zoom this in? Why do I always say I can? I don't know if you can see that bright, bright, brilliant red spot on the top of that woodpecker's head. But the woodpecker says several messages. Gosh. Oh. Did you see the way it was gliding though? So it's on the move. So something's movement. So the woodpecker, when it's pecking, it says keep pecking, keep pecking. It's yielding results. Or it also means that there's a new rhythm pecking out in your life coming into play. It also means that, you know, if you're pecking on something and it's not yielding anything, leave it alone, go away, and allow the sap to fall down, and allow spirit to catch it for you, and when you go back, the message will be there for you, which is what I was told to do today. When I was wandering around in the Lady of the Lake, I was asking questions, and I got several answers, and then I was told I wanted a time frame. I didn't want a time frame. I wanted to know when exactly, and my answer was no. Just straight up no. That was the answer. And I'm like, okay, that's my answer. So, and then I asked from another message, and they said, you know what, you're confused right now. There's too many options. There's too many variables. You're not quite sure what's happening or where it's coming from. So what you need to do is get outside and clear your air. Just let it go and let spirit bring it back to you, which is what the woodpecker says. But the fact that the woodpecker was on the move, I'm going to leave that little tidbit until I speak to you guys about woodpecker totem. So we got to remember woodpecker totem. And I'm going to give you a couple of messages from squirrel, but not the whole thing, because I gave you a lot. All right, Lady of Lightning, here we go. I told you something was coming. This is, oh my God. Okay, so the crow, right when I said something is coming, is it a crow or is it a raven? Let's look. Hello? 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 What do you have to say? Okay, so that was bitchin'. That was bitchin'. Okay, so that was major emphasis on something's about to happen. Because the crows come out of the void, and if it was a raven, it's magic and miracles. Whatever it is, we were just told. Sometimes shock, saw surprises. Spirit did say to me today, are you expecting the worst? Don't expect the worst. Why can't you expect the best, Sherry? So, just because it's sometimes shock, it's definitely a paradigm shift. It's definitely going in a direction that you may not have thought that it was going, because that's what a shock is. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. We did get it in the upright condition, though. We didn't get it in the reverse condition. Oh, I did want to say something quickly. I'm sorry. About the lady of Wise Woman of Wonderland. The number is 21. There's something that has ended. A part of your life, a chapter of your life, you have completed a project, something, because number 21 means that you were graduating to the next level. So you were moving to the next level, which is what's happening here. And it's funny because I'm not going to give you the meaning of 35. 3 and 5, it's, ascended masters and big changes. But 35, I think to myself, is like middle age, young middle age, but that's like when you're like right in the swing of some kind of a lifestyle. So right now we're passing that. You've gone past this age and you're flipping into some new, I don't know, 35 to me. Remember, did you ever see a 30-something? It was one of a series on television that I used to watch, and I used to love it. We're past that. The energy of that. That's when you're, everyone's hanging out with their college friends, and you're doing this and you're doing that, and we've gone past that. We're going into a deeper, and it does have nothing to do with the fact that maybe some of you are younger than that, and you're thinking, what? This doesn't apply to me? No, but we're ascending past that. It's not the college party time. It's not the young having babies time. This is about ascending to a higher level of spiritual consciousness. Now, the last time we did the message, I don't know if you can see that rabbit right there. There's the body, there's the ears, or it could be a deer. There's like antlers. So deer, you don't know what's happening. You don't know quite where you're going. You're coming out of a difficult situation. It's dark. Lightning's everywhere. So you walk gently on your path. You do move forward, but you're walking gently on your path. Or you've you're going into a situation that you don't know about. You walk gently on your path. You're either coming out of a difficult situation, or you're going into a situation that you're not sure of. So you have to walk gently on your path. But whatever's happening, this woman is flying up out of the water. She's commanding the lightning. Here. She's lit up from spirit. She looks, God, she's levitating on the sea. And she's bringing forces of change into your life. Whatever it is, there's a sudden shift in whatever's happening in your life. I told you I've been getting that feeling. I'm on edge because something's about to blow. Wide open. Something is about, and it doesn't have to be bad. It could be an opportunity of a lifetime. It could be that you're getting some kind of a really cool, amazing epiphany. Maybe somebody's going to enter your life. Somebody's going to show up, just boom, appear. And whatever they bring into your life is going to cause you going in a completely different direction, or they're going to share something with you that's going to open up your mind to something different. It might be like you have the aha moment. This may be you commanding your creative forces, and you're like, this is how I'm going to do it. The light light went on. Or it could simply be that. Oh my God, I haven't known what to do. And the light literally just went on inside of my head. Now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. But whatever it is, it's big. Change is imminent, and you can't resist it, and there's no point in trying to resist it. You're just going to drive yourself crazy. But they're telling you that when she shows up in the upright position, great things are coming. So this is good, and this is what the message was that I got today. Do you have to think negatively? Do you have to expect the worst? It can be really, really wonderful, but it's still going to be. Why is it going to be so surprising? Maybe there's something required of you that you hadn't taken into consideration, or maybe you thought you were going in one direction, and you end up going in a different direction. Okay, so those are the first two cards. The second card we did get the third card we did get in the reverse order. Now, it's the Keeper of Scales, so it's justice and balance. So when you get that in reverse, I'm thinking, great, does that mean justice isn't going to be done? That sucks. So here you see this is purity, and this is righteousness, and this is balancing of karma. But if it's in the reverse, it may feel to you that things are not fair. It may feel to you that things are upside down and you don't know what the hell's going on. I'm looking at a bird sitting up this entire time. He's been sitting on top of that dead stump. There's this big tree here, and there's the stump. This entire time, I keep having my attention drawn to that particular bird, and I'm needing to understand why. Maybe he'll fly this way and let me see what he is. But what they're saying is that right now is, that's a downy woodpecker in that little bush. So we have downy woodpeckers and the pileated red-headed woodpecker. Okay, that bird took off. Interesting. So the fact that he was not... I saw him sitting there. He didn't make a sound. He was sitting there like a statue. But my attention was drawn to him. Makes me think that something like that may happen. Like... Spirit is going to... The paradigm shift I'm going back to, sorry. You're going to see something. You're going to notice something that maybe you didn't notice before. It's going to, and Spirit will make it obvious to you. You don't have to stress, Sherry. That's what I'm getting. You don't have to stress. You're going to understand what it is. Spirit will make it obvious to you. So right now, what's going on? You're confused. You don't know what's going on. You feel like your world's upside down. You are not sure about moving forward. Like the deer, you know, where do you put your foot? Do you feel like others are getting ahead and having fun and nothing's working right for you? You're kind of like in this spot of stasis where things aren't moving forward. Is it possible that it's you that's doing this? Are you throwing a pity party? Is your ego in the way? Is your ego the only thing that is stopping you from actually getting what you want? Because you're too proud to ask. You're too proud to ask for help. You're too proud to apologize. You're too proud to open yourself up to somebody else's point of view. We've had a lot about ego, right? We've had the King of Cups yesterday, the King of Water. Very capable, very beautiful, awesome, has amazing qualities, but we found that he was definitely in a place of ego. There's a clash of wills going on. Is there a clash of wills between you and another? Are you allowing drama from someone else to throw you off whack? Of course. It's time to take a break from it all. Spirit is saying, we've been getting this for a while. Whatever it is, whoever is throwing you off, if it's your own ego that's throwing you off, you need to deal with that. If it's other people that are throwing off their drama that's causing this, they want you to, this is about letting go. That was one of the things that the squirrel had to say. Remember? Is it time to let go of, think about the people that you've collected. Is it time for you to let go of the ones that are causing this drama? Remember the song that we kept getting in the live readings? It was that, the one where, it was the girl singing, but it could have be a guy or a girl. I don't know why I'm here. She's at a party. I don't know why I'm here. These aren't the people that I associate with. I don't normally do this kind of thing. But my friends are here, so I'm here. And, you know, I'll just be over, you know, I'm not interested in you, thanks. I don't need a boyfriend. I don't need a girlfriend, right? I don't need a girlfriend. I don't need a boyfriend. I know you don't mean anything by it, but you know, this is just not my scene. We're not clicking, and I'm just gonna go over the kitchen here. You'll find me by the guy who's throwing up in the garbage can because he's had too much to drink. I'll be standing by the girl who's gossiping about everybody, and I'm just gonna pull my beanie low, and I just want to get the hell out of here, you know. And then at the end of the song, she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell my friends. I'm just gonna be out in the car and waiting for you. And the question is, why are you there? Why are you there? You already know you don't belong there. You already know these people are a nightmare. You already know that the people that they're associating with aren't you. Because what did the person say? I'd rather just be at home on the couch with my best friend kicking it and, you know, talking about life and how we're going to save the world and about important things, about deep things. Whereas these people are so drunk they're throwing up. They can't, I mean, you have to get so drunk that you're going to throw up. You're going to stand there and gossip about all the things that she mentioned were negative energy. I mean, yet she's there. She knows they're negative energy. She doesn't like it, but she's there. So as the squirrel said, is it time for you to pay attention to who you've been collecting and why? Why are you there? Do whatever is necessary to drop these associates, because then you'll drop the drama. Let go of the people, the behaviors, the patterns. Are you just in a pattern? Are you just in a place where it's what you do because you're lonely and you're bored, because you are too proud to step forward and say to whoever it is that you want to be with, I'm sorry, or let's get it together, let's talk, it's been a while, or, you know, could you help me out, or hey, you know what, I'm not really comfortable here, or, you know, I need some help, or it's always about help. It's about help that I keep getting, something about help. Somebody needs help and they're too proud to ask. There's ego involved. I got that is a message I got earlier, about half an hour ago. A friend is going to need your help. And then I got, don't be late. Also, I was thinking about where I'm going to move, right? Because I do have that on my mind. It's heavily on my mind. I have to move. My landlord is frantically fixing up his house, like frantically, because he's selling and he's out of there. And he shows me every day something. Just a minute ago, before I got up here, he showed me the hot tub. And he's painted it and it's ready to go. And I'm like, dang, you know, he hasn't touched that in 3 years. And he hasn't been in it in like, I don't know how many years. But he hasn't painted or done anything to it. He's got that all done. Everything's getting done quickly. So I'm thinking, I got to go. So I thought I'll come up here and I looked to see if there was any places. I looked on a Craigslist and then I kept getting messages about Sedona. So I was thinking I need to make, you know, I need to start thinking about where I want to be. You know, what's good for me. Clearly it has to be in nature, right? It has to be in a place like this. And the two places that I keep being drawn to are Sedona and here. Sedona seems loudest. It really does. And I heard, so I went back to sleep because I was up got awfully early this morning and dreams, you know, and then I stayed up and I worked. And then I thought I'm going to lay down before I come up here. And I just dozed. I didn't really get a nap. But I was thinking about where I can go and rent a place. And I thought maybe I'd call my old landlord in Sedona and see if I could get that place back, you know. Hasn't been a go since, but you never know. It might be now. And as I dozed off, I heard in my head, let's just rent a place and see how it goes. Let's just rent a place and see how it goes. I'm thinking, who's talking to me? So somebody's got something in mind, but they're not speaking. They're telling me, but they're not speaking because it wasn't me. Let's just rent a place and see how it goes. I don't talk to myself in third person. So those two things, a friend might need your help and let's just rent a place and see how it goes. So maybe a friend needs, you know, if you're my friend and you need a place to stay too, you're looking for a place, maybe we could be roommates. I need a roommate. You know, I don't want to be in somebody's house in a room. I would share, but with somebody that's my type of person, right? So I'm putting it out there right now. So once you do let go of these people, these attitudes, these behaviors, these patterns that you're in, you're going to feel better. Because you're going to restore your balance. It's going to now get you back on your path because this is what's knocked you off your path. And you got to remember, as far as justice, because it's about balance and the scales, right? And things are upside down right now. Karma always does its job. It always comes around and balance is always restored. So right now it just may feel like it's chaotic. And a lot of times chaotic forces by spirit is them rearranging things for the better. Not that things are bad. You know, they're just rearranging things for the better. Okay, then we got the well watcher. We got the well watcher. I think we got the well watcher in reverse as well. And the number is 7. So even though we got it in reverse, the number is 7. And the number 7 says that you are on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. So the first message is it's not as bad as you think. Second, she's got the snowy owl on her shoulder. The snowy owl is the keeper of secrets, the silent flyer. And it's whispering in her ear. There's also, I don't have my magnifying glass, bummer, but it looks to me like a green bird sitting here at this wishing well. The wishing well, and the gate is open to this wishing well. So, wisdom and power of the divine, but in reverse. So what they're telling you is what I was getting earlier today when I was at Lady of the Lake. You've run out of steam. and what I got this morning too, when I thought, I got to get up, I got to go do I got to get up there and like get up to here and do the reading. And I thought, and I heard from Spirit, you've done enough. You're exhausted. Give yourself a break and sleep. Just rest. You'll get up there in time. Spirit, everything happens on time, right? So that's what the well watcher is saying, is you've run out of steam. Willpower and self-will alone is not going to make happen what you want to have happen. Everything that you want right now can't be yours. It just can't be. And if you feel like you're going nowhere, it's because you're meant to stay where you're at. So this is what Spirit does to me. They have done this to me every single time that I have had a major move. You got to go now. But Spirit says, you're not going anywhere until the last second. And I always say, can you not do this? Can you not do this at the very last second, please? But every time I try to do something, I try to go to Sedona, I'm blocked. Every time I try to go to Wisconsin, I was blocked. My work slowed down to a grinding halt. I wasn't making any money. Now my work's flying and I'm making big bucks, but now it's not big bucks. For me, it's big bucks. That's so funny. I laugh at myself when I say that, because if I told you what I'm making, you would be hysterical. But from going what I was doing to now, it's just steady and it's good. But if I'd had that regularly, I would have been able to go to Wisconsin for dark songs and visit my friends and family. I would have been able to go to Sedona if I wanted to, but Spirit didn't want me to go. So Spirit's telling you right now that pushing right now is going to cause problems for you because you're meant to stay where you're at. They want you to be still. They want you to get inside. They want you to get inside of your heart, meditation. They want you to go outside into nature and breathe in, allow the cobwebs to be cleared away from your mind. And this is when you've made contact with your higher self, which is out here, then you're able to hear a little bit better. And once you've replenished a little bit, once you have had a little bit of downtime, where you've been able to breathe and you've rested a bit, you know, like I did. Things don't make sense, and you can't hear messages when you're exhausted and your mind's spinning. But when you've had a little bit of rest and you've come out to a place like this, and like I said, mindless work where you're not thinking about it, you've detached and you've let it go, then you realize you can start moving forward again because things start becoming clear. It also is talking about relationships. And they're talking about the need to restore harmony in relationships. That's why I keep getting that there's somebody that needs to make a move, somebody that needs to talk, somebody that, you know, and it may not be that somebody has to apologize. It may just be that you need to reach out and speak. You just need to reconnect with somebody. But there is damage in a relationship going on right now. And it's what it is it may not be what you think, which is what we got last night. You're out of sync. You're like, and I keep getting there's like a butting of heads. There's like a clash of wills. It's a power struggle, but it's not necessary because actually, truly, I don't think either one wants to control the other. But for some reason, there seems to be a struggle about how things are going to proceed. So then you need to step into your highest power. Remember the King of Water that was going to come forward? He had a gift that he was going to give. And I said, don't bother showing up if you come in ego. Don't show up. It won't be accepted. But if you step into your higher power, everything changes. Everything opens up. But it's with all of us. I step into my higher power. I don't judge. I don't assume. I don't think the worst. If I step in my higher power, like when I'm out in a place like this, all of a sudden everything's possible again. Everything's possible. Why was I thinking the negative? It doesn't have to be a negative. It could be really, really wonderful. I believe it will be really, really wonderful. I've got a message coming to me. I'm reconnecting with someone that I haven't seen for a really long time, and I'm really, really excited. And it's going to be really wonderful because we have doors that are open now that weren't before in the past, because that's what Spirit said to us yesterday. Blocks that we've had have moved away. Challenges that were there are no longer an obstacle, not between you. And things that were previously out of your reach are no longer. Remember the card we got, Flying High? You now have everything within your reach. So I thought about all of that, and I'm out here, and even though maybe I don't know what the hell's going on or where I'm going or why I'm not talking to my twin, I don't know where he's at, I know that we will. And I know it's going to be fine because we love each other, and that's just the way it is. So think positive, right? So with that, we move to, I wonder if I should, no, I was going to do, or you know what, I will. I'm going to segue into Oracle of Shadows and Light. So that was Monday, Tuesday. This is Wednesday, Thursday. If Spirit agrees, okay? And what's interesting is I said I'm going to see this person because it's been long enough, and we're going to. Well, here we go. Goes to the past. The past returns for a time. Now, this can come in a positive and a negative, and I'm going to give you both. See her. She's at this masquerade ball, and she's taken off her mask, and you see the ones all around her. They still have their masks on. So the past returns for a time. So she's saying, I've taken off my mask, and I'm mingling around amongst these ones, right? But they're still wearing their masks. And it could be that at time this is a time in your life where people from your past show up. It doesn't mean that they're all good. There could be people that are in your life right now that have come from your past that are reminding you of times when things weren't going well for you, when you were messing up. Maybe you are this little girl that was at that party. This is when you were at that party. You're seeing those people and you're like, oh God, that was not good for me. And because of them, this is what happened. Why am I seeing them? I already feel bad enough. I've already beat myself up. I paid. Why am I seeing them? Spirit's not doing it to beat you up. It's bringing you there so that you can see where you were and where you are now and why things happened the way they did. It's also maybe giving you an opportunity so that you can make apologies with people. Now, the problem is, remember we got the message yesterday that somebody was going to come forward and offer you a tainted apple, a gift, and they were going to make it sound like they were going to be doing you a favor, and it was for you to help you, and it wasn't. It was all for them. It was coming. It was the poisoned apple, and you were not to accept it. Spirit said, do not accept it. Now, it wouldn't be a temptation if it wasn't something you wanted, or that wasn't alluring in some way. So what may happen is this. Somebody may come up to you, and you may be tempted to put your mask on again and mingle. Like, hey, hey, it's been so long. Oh, my God, you've been gone forever. Well, come on, we're going to go to a party, or why don't we? And they want to invite you back into that whole scene where she was at the party, and she knows, I know what happens when I'm around these people. Maybe you're somebody who was drinking or partying, and you don't drink anymore, you don't party anymore, and they're asking you to go out with them. What are you going to do? Don't do it. Resist mingling. Resist going back to what you knew as a sickness. Resist going back to people that you know cause you to be sick. Resist going back to a situation that makes you feel bad about yourself, that cause you to slip off your path. It also is giving you the opportunity, as I said, to maybe make amends with people. Maybe this is a time where old boyfriends come back, old girlfriends, old teachers, old maybe family members that you have been what is the word? Distance wasn't the word I was going to think. Estranged from. So maybe you're going to be coming to settle accounts, and it doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to go well. It doesn't. The past is here to show you how far you've come or how far you still have to go. Maybe you're going to be tempted and you're going to mess up a little bit because and then you're going to realize, when you wake up this morning with a major hangover, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I've been through this before. Now I'm doing it again, right? So it's going to remind you how far you have to go still. And when you look at them, you're going to think, or you're going to pat yourself on the back and say, wow, I have changed. Look at who I am, and I'm proud of myself. Remember that song, No More Monsters? I am free again. You know, this is the one that had, you put me through a fire, and I've gone through hell, but I can't remember the words right now, but we kept getting that message over and over again. And basically, everyone knows the truth that I could tell, but I'll just wish you this, I'll wish you farewell. So that's what she's going to do with these ones at the party. When they show up, they want to drag her back into the negative situation that she was in. And into the ups and downs and the highs and lows, and it was just blah, you know. And so she's going to say, peace out, I'm going forward. Or him, right? So it might be a time where, you know, as I said, that somebody has wronged you, they've hurt you, and if it may be a time for them to apologize to you. Maybe you're going to give them that opportunity, but maybe it's not going to happen. And it might be you that's the one that has done this, and maybe you're beating yourself up and you're afraid to come forward. Maybe you're the one who isn't reaching out to the friend that you want to because of what's happened. But everybody messes up, and it's about forgiveness. So it's about self-forgiveness first. It's about forgiving yourself for whatever you might have done, for whatever mistake that might have happened, whatever confusion, whatever it is. Forgive yourself, and whatever it is, it's Judgment Day. It's a balancing of scales. So we did get the balancing of scales, that it wasn't going to happen, and now we are shown that yes, it actually is. So that card was both messages, that there will be a balancing of scales. So see, I didn't want to do that reverse deck because, you know, I said, oh, we're going to get the negative, but when Spirit wants us to get the positive, we're going to get that too. So it's the time of pretending to be like what you like, pretending. Pretending is over. What's that song? Mr. Blurry Face. We used to give each other different names. It's all about pretend. It's time to put the charades away. The acting needs to stop. Right? It's time to be real. All right, that's that message. And then the last of our oracle cards. Wow, I've got a lot of cards I didn't realize I did. All right, so the first one is Astara. She's reaching for the stars. So that's the message. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires. And what did we get already? We already were told, stand your ground. Do not compromise, right? Sometimes you have to be the hardball. So at this time, they're telling you that. Do not compromise. Reach for the stars. Ask for something better. Reach for something better than what you had, or maybe something better than you thought that you could have. Remember what we got before? What were we talking? What day was it? It might have been yesterday. How it's about your mindset. Are you putting yourself in a self-limiting mindset where this isn't going to happen for me, or this can't happen, it's too late, or I don't have enough money, or I'll never be forgiven, or I'll never be accepted? And just like what I got today, why does it have to be a negative? Why can't it be amazing? You're going to reach for the stars. You're going to wish for the best because you deserve the best, right? Maybe in the past you've settled. I will never settle again. Never. I'm telling you. And that is the one thing that I feel my message is because everyone's been trying to get me to settle, and I won't do it. I won't do it because I deserve the best. I have worked hard, and I deserve, and the best is what is best for me, right? It doesn't mean that I have to have a shitload of money and the best looking guy and the highfalutin career. It's not that. It's what the best is for me. And that's what I deserve, what I'm calling in, right? So maybe that's what you settled before, but now you're not going to. And Spirit is saying, don't. Raise your standards. Don't settle for less. Raise your standard. Expect more. Expect more, right? And allow Spirit to show you that they can deliver this to you. We're co-creators, and God and Spirit, they want us to have wonderful things. They want us to have happiness, right? They know the abundance that they can deliver, and they know what you deserve. And maybe you didn't feel that you did deserve it. That was another message we got from the King of Water last night, was that we see him this way, but he may not see himself that way, right? And so Spirit's here to say, we see you that way, and you deserve what's best, and don't settle anymore. Just hold the intention that everything's going to come my way, and it's going to go well. Everything that I deserve and my highest good is happening to me now, okay? That's that message. So then the next one is yoga. Oh, we talked about yoga earlier, didn't we? So Yoga, well, that's just somewhere, that's like mindless. That's where you don't think. You don't want to think. You want to just kind of clear your mind. And it's also a way of, I mean, it gets you in a very peaceful state. Look at her. She's connecting with the divine, right? So you're being guided to take this form of exercise up because it's more than just exercise. It does connect you with your higher self, and it aligns and it clears your chakras. It gives you the energy that you need. And then you'll be able to hear your spirit guides, right? Your angel wings will come out, and you'll start, maybe your wings are clamped down at your back, right? Maybe they're clamped down, and my back's sore right now, so maybe my wings are trying to get out, right? My wings are trying to get out. So yoga is a way for you to smooth the way, right? And if it's difficult for you or awkward for you, ask Spirit to help you. You can go to a light yoga, right? I have gone to so many different yoga classes. Remember I told you I did power yoga, I've done restorative yoga, and I went to that silver slippers because I walked in the class. Nobody was under 65. They were all like 75. And they were doing yoga, and I did it with them. They did it with a chair, but I did it anyway. So, I mean, if you've got physical, maybe you've got something wrong with your back. My back is sore right now. So maybe the yoga poses, the regular yoga classes will be difficult. So you could go, right? And if you keep getting messages about yoga, you know you need to go. And even though, okay, that was the little downy woodpeckers pecking away. It's right above me. It's right above me. See it? She's pecking so she's looking for something. And there's somebody behind us. Downy woodpeckers, they're so cute. They're so cute. I thought they were little bluebirds of happiness because they were so small. Who's behind us? Oh, more of them. So we're surrounded by downy woodpeckers. So new rhythm, new things happening. So maybe this is a new thing for you. Maybe yoga is a new thing for you. Try it. If you keep hearing about yoga, you got to do it. Spirit's not saying it to you for no reason. Okay? Next message, Crystal. Okay, so here she is. She's holding on to her heart. Color is green. Have faith and hope because there's something positive and new on the horizon you can't see yet. See? It doesn't have to be negative. It's not negative. It's good. There's something awesome coming. The shift and the shock might just be that you weren't expecting it, or maybe you were expecting less for yourself and you're getting even more than you asked for. Think the best, right? So she's saying, look at her in this field, and she's got her head down and she's worried, right? But what they're telling you is look at those flowers. Look at those California poppies everywhere. Look at those mountains. They look like Sedona. They could be either the red flowers or Sedona. I say they're Sedona. So they're saying there's flowers all around the field. So the seeds you've planted, they're bearing fruit. They're bearing trees. You are the little squirrel that's dropped all of these seeds, all of these ideas that you've planted, and whatever it is that you've worked on, they're coming. Your harvest is coming in. So right now they're saying, as this is coming in, like maybe it's not here yet, now more than ever, it's very important for you to stay positive, keep a positive mindset. Spirit doesn't tell you, oh, our battery's low. Oh, Lord. And I didn't bring my charger, so we're going to end up going quickly. They're saying that write yourself notes, positive affirmations, hold a vision of what it is, little baby steps, take little daily actions, whatever it is that you need to manifest what it is that you're trying to bring to you. Do you have to send a text message? Do you have to send an email? You don't have to do everything all at once, but just start it. So if you're the person that's supposed to be reconnecting with someone, send the message, send the text message, send the email. Make the call. Start setting things up. You don't have to do anything right away. Like that person in my head said, okay, well, let's see about renting something and see how it works. So that was somebody that was making plans. So that's what they're talking about. Every day take some positive step. Stop staying still. It's about moving forward and doing something in a positive light and know that things are happening good. I'm talking fast now because we're running out of time. Check this out. This is probably my favorite card in this whole entire deck. The black horse. Now, it's not necessarily a black horse. It is, and it's not. So we're going to do both. The black horse is talking about death and rebirth. Okay? We know that that's happening, especially with the message. Keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear because you are on the right path. We were told, 7, you're on the right path, and it's going to exceed your expectations. Now, if it's a dapple gray, because it looks like it's a gray horse too. Gray is things might be foggy right now, but there's a silver lining to that cloud because look, doesn't that horse look like a silver steed? What did I say? I said something about the squirrel. The squirrel was gunmetal gray, right? Look at that steed. It's the same color. So that steed is the squirrel. That steed is the same squirrel. Keep up the good work. It might be taking you a long time to get where you're at, but you're making progress to where so this is me. Keep charging. No matter what anybody says, stay focused on what you believe. You might be called in to show. You might be called in. Someone's calling me. You might be called in to be more flexible. Like I said, maybe that's the shift. That may be something that you think you're going this way and they're like, nope, you're going to go here. And you're like, what? That also brings to mind the yoga. Yoga, you have to be flexible. It helps you be flexible. But you maybe need to be mentally flexible and emotionally flexible. And literally flexible with your ideas about what's going to happen. Resist the urge to stonewall, but also resist the urge to bend to please other people. This is about you going forward on your path, because remember the ghosts of the past, you're not gonna please them. Stand firm in your integrity. Remember, you have to, even if it feels as though you're going to lose somebody, you have to stand in your integrity. That was the message. Even if you feel you may lose someone in your life, a friend, a family member, girlfriend, boyfriend, possible, whatever, job, if somebody is asking you to compromise your integrity, you stand firm, even in the face of, and this is what I told my clients, even if you feel that you're going to lose them, because in the end, you won't. That's what they're telling you. You won't. You stand in your integrity, you will be rewarded. That was the message. Don't water things down to please other people. Okay, so now you've got two things going on here. One, you may be required, because we had the King of Water that was going to come with information. And remember, we were told to not follow our heart necessarily about certain things. We had to wait until Spirit brought it forward to us, and someone was going to come forward, and we were supposed to listen to that one. So it might be different than what you were thinking. So that's where you want to be flexible. But when it's for people that are, they're not in your highest good, that is where you are not flexible. That's where you don't bend. That's where you can explain your position, but you're not going to be altered off course, right? And then she fell down. So she's coming out of the darkness into the light. She's following her path. She's staying in the light. Remember, go away from ridicule, blame, anger, jealousy. Go towards happiness, calm, unconditional love, peace, anything light. You go to the light, out of the darkness into the light, right? That's what you're doing, and that's what they're saying you're doing. You're coming out maybe from a dark period into a light period. So Spirit is there to back you up. Okay, I think that was my last card. Take a look around, you guys. I'm sorry that that was the last one. So now we're gonna do the Spirit Oracle. We're gonna do it up here. We're gonna go up here. Damn, I've got to get my wall walkers out of the cupboard. I'm using flip-flops, and they're not very good for climbing rocks. Okay. Look at the lake. I want you guys to see. I know our battery's going real quick. So before I do this, I'm gonna tell you, if you need help with dream analysis, I'll let you see. If you need help with dream analysis, with life coaching, with a personal reading, with, if you would like to get if you need sage, I'm the Queen of Wands. I am. Ceremonial sage wands, I have them. Go to my website. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. My email is, oh, that was cool. I love it when that happens. Where was that? Like that, yeah. Oh, I gotta take a deep breath. Hold on. Breathe in deep. Oh, I needed that. My ribs actually hurt. My ribs hurt. Why are my ribs hurting? That's so weird. There's so many downy woodpeckers. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com if you want to send me an email. If you're one of the people that needs to reach me, right? Or my website, Angels Whisper, www.theangelswhisper.com. I get messages there. Sherry Columbus at Yahoo, I get messages there. It's Sherry, Sherri, Columbus, just like Christopher. So many people don't know how to spell that, and it blows my mind. It's like, really? How do you not know how to spell Christopher? Because everybody hates Columbus. It's not my fault. It's my ex's name, and I don't want it. I'm going to change it. But it is who I am right now. Email is the best way to reach me, though. Even though you go to my website, once you go to my website and figure out what you want, it'll lead you to my PayPal, which is payment options, PayPal. And I will be notified by PayPal. But if you want to have a discussion about what it is that you want and how you want to do it, email me. I get the emails right away. Otherwise, when you go to my website, sometimes I don't get the messages until you go to PayPal, which kind of blows. So, all right. I'm going to leave that now. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, because that's where all these videos go. So if you aren't one of my friends that I send these to, if you want to be notified of the videos when they're done, subscribe to my channel. Please like and share so that as many people can get these messages as possible. Spirit wants these messages out to help as many. And when you share it on your wall, if you're on Facebook, the ones that are just kind of coming out of the closet spiritually are more likely to, in the privacy of their own home, take a look, right? Because they may be the ones that are still mingling, that in that place where you've come out of, I've come out of, right? They're still mingling there, and their friends may not like it, and they may not have the courage yet to step into their higher power. And this is maybe how they're going to learn. So share it as much as you can. All right, I'm going to put you guys. I'm going to put you down and hope that the phone doesn't flip. How do I do this? Help me out, please. You know what? Hold on. Okay. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This is for Monday, Tuesday. Oh, how cute is that? That little frame. I like that. Except for I probably look like I have giant legs and a little head. Okay. So this is for Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to, because I know these cards too well, I look at the pictures and I know what they are. So I don't want to like choose like subconsciously something. So I'm going to split it and take it from the top. Monday, Tuesday. Okay, here she is. The goddess. She's naked, vulnerable, exposed, completely lit up by spirit. Everything's kind of swirly all around her, kind of like the message that we got, right? And what they're telling you is a time of necessary upheaval. There's a blessing in disguise that's coming. As the dust settles, the gift is going to reveal itself. I was told we have a gift coming. There's a gift coming. So here, a gift comes in many different ways, right? It could be a gift, or it could be a person. It could be an event. It could be an opportunity. Whatever the gift is, it's coming. So all the chaos that we had, there's a reason for it. So that's Monday, Tuesday. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. It could be big, it could be little. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to correct for neutrality on all levels. Who told me to get this deck? I can't remember who said. You haven't used the Spirit Oracle in a while. I think it might have been Gina. Gina Costa, I think. So thanks for the offer, or the idea. The offer. Oh, it might be an offer. You're getting an offer. Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, split top. Responsibility. Do what you feel is right for you above anyone else. It's impossible to please everybody right now. Not everyone's going to be happy with you. Your responsibility is for you and your life and what you're doing in your actions. So everybody else has to take responsibility for themselves, whatever it is. So this may be the life change. This may be something that you are the person who is no longer going to be hanging out with the people from the past, right? It may be family. It may be friends that you've grown up with. It may be people you've been with a long time. It may be a workplace, whatever it is. What is in your highest good? Remember, you're not going to allow your integrity to be compromised. You're going to stay on your path, period. That's what's going to happen. So that may happen to you. You may be you may be making that choice. You may be making that announcement, or it may just be that maybe the day that you're splitting, right, from whatever it is. So that's Wednesday, Thursday. So this is Friday, Saturday. Correct for neutrality on all levels, Friday, Saturday. And we got to do this quick because the phone is dying. Instinct. Follow your natural instincts. You're making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe. Allow your intuition to guide you. You're always safe. So this may be the person, the king of water, right? That individual that isn't speaking, isn't in. I heard on the way up here, on the way up the hill. I keep thinking everything is about me. If I just let go, I'd be free. Right? Well, but everything keeps going around and around in my head. I don't know why I keep thinking everything is about me. If I just let go, I would be free. So it's like this person has got this, it's mental shit that's going on. Your monkey mind is out of control. You're making it more complicated. It's not that complicated. Remember yesterday we were saying, just do it. Just pick up the phone, say something, make that move, make that choice. It's actually a lot simpler than you're actually making it. You're making it ridiculous. And then for me, it's not that big of a deal. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be positive. And even if you don't know where you're going, you don't know exactly exactly how it's going to happen. Spirit always takes care of things as long as you're following your spiritual path, right? So that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So like, want to do one for Sunday? Okay, one for Sunday. And then we got to stop. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sunday? I don't know what I said. I was going to take it from the top or the bottom. Hold on. I'm going to close my eyes. It's hard. No, I don't have to close my eyes. I'm going to take it. I'm going to split it, and I'm going to take it from the top of the bottom deck. Okay. Sacred knowledge. You see the earth. You see the solar system. You see the trees. Ancient knowledge. Wisdom is waiting. It's in the earth, and it's in the crystals. Crystals hold the key. I've been talking to you guys about crystals. They want you to connect energetically with the crystal realm and with the earth, because healing and love and abundance can result. So use crystals. Use crystals. On Sunday, you may be connecting with a crystal child or a crystal person. But I went looking for crystals today, and I didn't see anything that called to my name. But they're telling you that whatever it is, that you'll get the key. They're showing you the crystals hold the key. The crystals hold the key. The earth is yearning to be discovered. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. You will find healing, love, and abundance. Whatever you need, you can find it in crystals. I'm wearing my crystals for a reason. I've got my lapis. I've got my pyrite. I don't have my pyrite. I have my, what is this? The green one. Peridot. And I've got my stone of truth, the turquoise, and I've got my black obsidian for protection. I mean, I'm always adorned with, and you know, the moonstone is a connecting to your higher self and spirit. It's also the twin soul stone. I don't know if you know that. So I wear it. So that's it. I'm rushing. I'm sorry. Isn't this a cute little scene? I'm gonna take a picture. I am. I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys, and I'm gonna take a picture because that's way too cute. Have a beautiful day. Peace, love, and light.